And we're back with another episode of the Holocore. Today's file, famous artifact Runeblades of history. Forged by the vampiric Nathrism of the Burning Legion, Frostmourne serves as one of the most influential and renowned weapons in known history. Stained with the blood of kings, Frostmourne played a crucial role in reshaping the world as it toppled nation after nation during the Third War. Originally forged as a weapon for the disembodied spirit of the Lich King, the Runeblade wound up in the hands of the Prince of Lordaeron, Arthas Menethil, who took up the blade in hopes that he could use its cursed power to save his people. The prince's soul was one of the first to be consumed by the blade, and it would not be the last. Frostmourne gorged and fed on the souls of all it killed, torturing the spirits of its victims within a spectral prison that was bound to the blade. Arthas Menethil, now a champion of the Lich King's will, would wield Frostmourne and slaughter countless innocents with it. Later, after fusing his spirit and becoming one with the Lich King, Arthas would wield Frostmourne in his final battle, before it was shattered by the blade known as the Ashspring. Although the weapon was broken, the powerful shards of this famous Runeblade lay scattered and untouched, waiting to be reforged anew. As one weapon's legacy ends, so another begins. Among the most famous of all elven Runeblades, Felo'melorn serves as one whose story can be told over the course of thousands of years. After commissioning a famous magesmith to craft the blade, Dathramar Sunstrider would wield the blade for the first time in the War of the Ancients against the Burning Legion, and later take it with him across the sea after the Highborn's exile. The blade would be passed down through his family line, eventually ending up in the hands of Dathramar's great-grandson, King Anastarion, who would wield it during the Troll Wars, where rumors of its power spread through the tribes, and earned it the name Bane of Trolls. Many years later, King Anastarion wielded the blade in a duel against the Death Knight Arthas Menethil, who wielded Frostmourne. It was during this moment that two of history's most famous Runeblades clashed and met on the field of battle. Although it had survived hundreds of battles, the Elven blade was no match for the demon-forged weapon, and in a single swing shattered on impact. After, Prince Kael'thas Sunstrider recovered the fragments of his father's weapon and had it made whole again. Unlike most repaired weapons, elven blades were made stronger each time they were reforged, and once again Felo'melorn would find itself clashing with Frostmourne as Arthas and Kael'thas dueled. This time, as Felo'melorn struck and parried Frostmourne, it did not shatter, and although Prince Kael'thas was forced to retreat, the legendary blade was left behind. Some say the blade lays forgotten in the snows to this very day, while others claim it now resides within the silent halls of Icecrown, its fiery ruins glowing in the cold dark. Although it serves as one of the most devastating weapons ever created, few have heard the story and origins of the Runeblade apocalypse. Also forged by the Nathrism, this Runeblade was shaped, empowered, and blessed with dark magics over the course of eons. Countless dreadlords wielded this fearsome Runeblade in battle, and each time it passed to a new wielder, new curses, plagues, and gruesome magics were bound to it. The Nathrism used this blade to spread fear amongst its enemies, rouse suspicions, and plant the darkest seeds of betrayal into the minds of any who passed near it. The wielders of Apocalypse toppled entire nations without even raising the blade, allowing the magics of the weapon to trick their enemies into destroying themselves. The blade would fall into the hands of a dreadlord named Catherine Atyr. Like those before him, Catherine Atyr used Apocalypse to unhinge civilizations, governments, and nations across countless worlds. Eventually, he would make his way to Azeroth, where he began to spread fear, confusion, and sickness throughout the Mage city of Dalaran. Catherine Atyr would have been successful in destroying Dalaran had it not been for the Tirisfal guardian known as Aladi, who banished the Dreadlord away, leaving Apocalypse behind on Azeroth. Aladi proposed the blade be destroyed, but was overruled by the other members of the Council of Tirisfal. The blade would be hidden by the mages of Dalaran and locked away within an arcane vault, waiting until a new wielder came to claim it.